It's very important to me that Captain America never hears about this.
So, as a finality to this, I wanted to go through favorite and or best, personal choice, Stan Lee cameo in a Marvel movie. And you can include non-Marvel Studios movies, because honestly, one of my favorite Stan Lee cameos was in The Amazing Spider-Man. Terrible movie. Not as terrible as the second one, but terrible movie. Where he's in The Amazing Spider-Man, he's a librarian, and he's got like headphones on, and he's checking out books.
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah,
behind him, they're fighting through the
yeah.
library, the Lizard and Spider-Man. And it's I thought it was a very clever scene.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was well shot, and it's just super fun. Another favorite of mine, and this is out of the MCU movies, is probably in Thor, where he plays the guy. They're all trying to get Mjolnir out of the ground. And he plays the guy in the pickup truck, and
who rips his bumper off.
Yeah, he tears off his back, basically the whole back half of his truck.
Takes off the entire.
And then and then he turns around, and he's like, "Did I get it?" You know, I think that's just a very funny, very clever cameo. That's probably my favorite cameo.
Well, let's do a rundown of them because I don't remember them.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I wonder if we could do them in order.
Yeah,
all right. Iron Man.
Iron Man out of the gate. Iron Man.
Iron Man. He played Hugh Hefner.
That's right. He played Hugh Hefner, didn't he?
Yep.
Okay. The next one was Incredible Hulk, which was he played the guy drinking the soda.
Yep.
Who got gamma poisoning.
Which died.
And then everyone found out where Bruce Banner was hiding because of it.
Was Iron Man 2 next, or Thor?
Iron Man 2 was next.
All right, Iron Man 2, he was Larry King.
Oh, that's right. He was Larry King. Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't I remember that?
It was real quick during the montage.
Show, right?
Yeah.
Just like
No. It was another red carpet type deal.
Oh, okay. Larry King. King. Yeah. Next
That's
was Captain America.
All right.
Captain America, he played a veteran
who was sitting in the crowd. I thought he'd be taller.
Oh,
that comment.
That's right. That comment. I thought.
And actually, Thor was before Cap.
Oh, that's right. Thor, then Cap.
But Thor is we already said his.
Yeah.
Avengers. He was towards the end.
He was one of the people they interviewed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who said
superheroes don't.
Superheroes in New York City. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3. He was the judge at the beauty pageant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
You see him on the TV.
I've seen him on TV. Yeah.
All right. Next.
Winter Soldier was after that. Winter Soldier.
Oh, he was the guard at the Smithsonian with the after Cap takes the uniform.
I'm gonna get fired for this.
Yeah.
That's right.
That one was alright.
Yeah, that was good.
Guardians?
Guardians, he was on Xandar. He was the playboy on Xandar.
Yeah,
that's right.
We forgot Thor:
He
The
was
Dark
Hugh
World.
Hefner of Xandar.
Yeah. Oh, Thor: The Dark World. What was he in that?
He's the mayor of Vista Verde and Hulk Agents of Smash.
Oh, and the janitor in
the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Stan the janitor.
Stan the janitor.
Now, all right. So we're just talking Marvel movies and properties here, correct?
Yeah. Right.
So, because then we're gonna have to talk about my favorite, my second favorite one.
Yeah.
Because my favorite one, side note, will always be Mallrats.
Oh yeah.
That was just great.
That's right. A full bearded Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah.
Because he's got somewhat burly beard in that cameo, if I remember correctly.
Can he have a bad cameo on Big Bang
Yeah.
when he gets a restraining order from Sheldon?
Yeah. Puts a restraining order on Sheldon.
Yes.
He didn't have a cameo in Fan 4, the newer one, did he?
I don't think so.
That's because no one wanted to be associated with that.
Yeah, no.
It really wasn't Fantastic Four. It was just a fantastic flop.
Hey-o!
Okay, so
Tragic.
What was your favorite Stan Lee MCU cameo?
You know what? Winter Soldier. I'm gonna get fired for this.
It was a good moment. It was fun.
Yeah.
Stan Lee. What about you, Rob?
I like the Winter Soldier one now that I've been reminded of it.
Do you even like the Stan Lee cameos? I know somebody.
Do you like Stan Lee?
I know somebody who doesn't like Stan Lee.
Whoa!
Because he thinks he's an asshole, and which he kind of is.
He's just
and he screwed over a lot of
isn't
people,
he?
both slightly. And because of that, he cannot stand the Stan Lee cameos.
Mm-hmm.
He groans every time he comes onto the screen. And he goes, "Oh boy, here we go. Here's another cameo." So there are people out there who don't like them. I think they're fun, they're clever, and I mean, they're his comic books for the most part. For the most part, I
Yeah.
understand there's a whole legality issue and him screwing over people, but
Right.
for all intents
Hey,
and
Jack
purposes.
Kirby screwed up
For-
over his shit.
Well,
too.
yeah, and Bob Kane's no fucking saint either with Batman.
No.
Nope.
So I mean, it happens. But for in the public sphere, they're Stanley's books.
Right. I'm indifferent whether or not I see him in a film or not.
Yeah, like that's the thing. They don't break the movie and they
they
don't
don't
make the movie.
Yeah, that's why I guess I like the Winter Soldier one, but I have to go with the Incredible Hulk one, like I discussed before, because I
Him
think
drinking the soda.
yeah, because I think it's a good catalyst for that movie. Like that's where it all starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
So I think he serves a purpose in there without being intrusive,
Yeah.
and he dies. So
Yeah.
Really, it doesn't.
Is this recorded?
Yeah, it really doesn't make the movie for me anymore. I've seen him. He pops up for a half a second in just about every MCU franchise, but it really, when it first started, seeing him in Spider-Man and the Hugh Hefner cameo in Iron Man, it was nice to see him in there. But now it's just kind
getting
of
tired of
gotten- Yeah, I don't want to say it's monotonous because it's Stan Lee, it's Stan the Man.
Right.
But
It's just
I
like,
just-
okay, we get it.
yeah, I
We
mean,
get it.
all right, yeah, you are the face of Marvel. You will be
That's
long
why-
past your dead. But it's just picking a favorite cameo of his. It would have to be either Spider-Man 3, when him and Peter are standing outside the news ticker, and he goes, "I guess one man can make a difference." Enough said. Or it has to be Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But really,
That's the thing. That's why I'm glad that they're only up there for a few seconds.
Yeah.
You know,
well, the
it's
thing is
not-
to follow up on that. I wonder if they're saying if they're when they're conceiving the film, they're like, well, this would be a great part for Stan to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if he goes to them and says, "Is there a place that would be good for me to come in?"
Yeah.
You know, and they make something.
Or they're-
I'd be
he's just
interested to
walking
see-
around the set in general, and he just happens to walk in front of the camera.
Well, no, I would like to see if that's how it plays out because
Yeah.
now he's become sort of like a thing,
staple.
a
Yeah.
staple,
Just a
a
staple
thing
now,
that has
yeah.
to be in your film. So
Just
I'm
like the stairs, the bumps at the end, the little
Yep.
buttons. I mean,
Um,
people expect that.
I don't
Yep.
think we've figured out where he was in Thor: The Dark World, but because that ends in England,
Yeah.
it would have. Oh no, we did.
Oh, when it was
He-
the mental
he was,
ward.
He was
Yeah.
in the mental ward, right?
Yeah.
Which
he was-
honestly, I don't remember at all.
Right.
Like, I do not remember.
it was a
that.
very
I just-
short scene. It was
Yeah.
it was Jane and whatever the fuck her name is going to the mental institute to get
Oh,
him,
her
and
annoying
he's
assistant?
yeah, and he's
Damn that character.
fuck, what the hell's his name?
I can't remember.
Dr. What's His Nuts is explaining his
Skarsgård there?
Yeah.
is explaining quantum theory
Yeah.
and what's happening with the shifting of the realms to a entire wing of a mental ward, and
Right.
everybody's eating checkers or staring at the wall. And
This is my overthruster.
so yeah, it's a very forgettable scene.
Yeah.
But-
So they're there. They exist. They'll continue to happen, and as long as they keep them just a few seconds as a fun little, hey, it's Stan Lee, I think
Yeah.
I'll be fine. If they ever start to start giving him true characters,
Mm-hmm.
then it's gonna clearly has overstayed its welcome.
yeah.
You know,
He's
clearly
gonna be
it's
Uncle
overstayed
Ben.
its welcome. Huh?
He's gonna be Uncle Ben in the reboot.
So it's only going to be a few seconds, then
You know,
bam,
you
and he's
joke,
laying on the
but
ground.
Yeah, man.
yeah, I wouldn't put it past them at some
But they're
point.
not doing a backstory for Spider-Man. They're not doing his origin story anymore.
Flashback.
I'm sure they'll have some sort of flashback because from what I hear that
There's been 5 fucking Spider-Man movies.
it's the same
They
issue.
don't need to do it again.
It's the same issue I have with Bruce Wayne's parents being killed over and over and over again. It's just it's people know who Batman is, and I think by now, even in a general audience sense, I think people know what Spider-Man's about. Okay, he's a nerdy kid raised by his aunt and uncle. His uncle dies. He gets bitten by a spider. He's Spider-Man. I think that's enough of general knowledge. Now, not everyone's going to know it, but I think it's enough general knowledge where it's just not necessary.
Right.
And you're just by showing it, you're just taking time away that you can be developing the character in an elsewhere. Something more that will benefit the character in the long run, rather than setting up an origin that we've gone over.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
that
So,
wraps it up.
We'll see. Yeah. That's it for this week. Well, I don't know. We'll do next week something new, completely different. Hopefully, just as badass.
Excelsior!
And I think on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. So I'm Sam.
Rah rah.
Waves here. He makes some
I'm
noise in his
not.
mouth.
We
I was waiting for Doc. I was gonna go last.